Totally agree with what you just said, and that's true. Also, just be gentle with yourself. I don't like to use the word the universe tests us, but we get initiated to next levels, and so there's going to be a series of initiations, and so and an initiation doesn't mean that we don't still have that tender part, or that is fully healed. If we all waited till we were fully healed, we would not be incarnating here. That's not the purpose. That's not how it works. Yeah, there'll be definitely some initiations. Take the time to integrate and process, because you are going to be gaining new skills. And just like anything new, you have to take it in and you have to digest it.
Yeah.
So yeah, taking time for that, and then understanding, what it means to you. And I probably said this before, but always ask yourself, if something happens, why is this in front of me? Why is this in front of me? Why is this in front of me? This seems very odd. Huh. What am I supposed to be getting from this?
I had that today with a client, Jill, that a client was sitting in front of me today. She was in bits that there was a couple of major things that happened to her recently. One, a long-term relationship had come to an end, and the one that she felt so emotionally upset was about her dog. She had rescued a dog, was living in London, and couldn't look after the dog anymore, and she's had to rehome the dog. And she was absolutely in bits. She was crying. And I said to her, what they're saying to me is that you feel absolutely broken right now. And I said, and this is the best place to be. And she asked why. And I said, well, you had a soul contract that you had been drawn up with this dog, also with your ex-partner. I said, but with this dog, and I said, your heart has to feel so broken that in a way it's that rebirthing of yourself. It's like looking at what was this teaching, what was it showing you? So, a lot of that's going on right now. I mean, obviously, some of the clients that I see, and surely yourself as well, Jill, but it was about feeling so broken. It's about rebuilding, rebirthing, and being really triggered, bringing up those emotions. It is like a teaching. What's this teaching showing me? I hate using lessons because it takes me back to being at school and I've done something wrong. But I always say it's a bit like a teaching. What's in this teaching? What's it showing us right now? And I think from what you have said, Jill, and what I'm picking up from these guys here, February is really going to be that month. So it's quite interesting what's going to happen next.
And the energy of Pluto, remember, is Saturn's the earthquake that shakes what you have, and the things that aren't firm fall off. And you think, oh, I thought I had that figured out. Guess not. Um, Pluto just says, this is not working. I'm burning it down. And then you are left standing in that barren black field. And the answer is, okay, time to plant. It's
Mm.
time to plant. So there's a Death Cab for Cutie song called Beauty in the Breakdown. That's where you need to be, finding the beauty in the breakdown.
That's exactly why we're here as souls, while we're learning. So yes, it will be tough. But this is our great teachings. There's no point in thinking to run away from anything. It's this because our ways just reincarnate again. It comes backwards and forwards. So you have now, Lydia, if you think you have now more information at your fingertips. You've learned so much about yourself. You've been doing some of the classes. There's so much more knowledge this time round. So embrace it. You understand, accept it. We can't change these things, as in what planets are moving in and what's happening and the energy vibes. We've got to learn to work with it. We've got to surf it on the surfboard. That's what we're going to do, surf the energy.
Often with these transits, this is why you've been getting a prompting or a feeling or an urge to do something that at the time didn't make a lot of sense. At the time, you thought, okay, I feel a little crazy. Or people were saying, you did what? Like me moving to Portugal, or, any number of the things, if you are feeling the pressure of the transits, typically you make the change ahead of it. And that way the transit ushers you to the next thing instead of having to destroy your current life in order to build a new one. So certain things will break down. It's like deciding consciously to rip out the garden and put it in the compost instead of waiting for the freeze. You wait to the freeze, you can feel like you're not a very good gardener, but you're just a fine gardener. It's just the weather, man. Work with the cycle.